Hello everyone, I'm Vaishnavi from Team Sedulous Data Defenders. We have taken up a project Fileless Malware Analysis tool. I have referred an article, an insight into the machine learning based fileless malware detection. And our problem statement is actually there are many applications which can detect malware in our system, but it cannot detect if it is fileless malware or not. In what way our application different from other applications is our application can even detect fileless malware. So our aim is to create a desktop application which can even detect fileless malware. What fileless malware is? Actually, fileless malware is a malicious software which doesn't leave any traces on the disk. So it would be difficult to detect it. There are two scenarios of infection. First one is downloading a file which consists of malicious script, and another scenario is visiting a malicious website which consists of malicious JavaScript. The thing is, when the code triggers the PowerShell to connect to a malicious CNC server, the final payload gets downloaded and runs directly in our RAM. So it doesn't leave any traces on disk. So it would be difficult to detect it. Our malware detection approach is memory forensics with machine learning. The basic process flow of our project is we need memory dump and we need to extract features using that memory dump and volatility tool, and we need to give these extracted features to train model, and then finally it predicts. The tools and technologies used in this project is first one is FTK Imager. I have used FTK Imager to extract memory dump, and the second one is volatility tool. Volatility tool is used to extract features from memory dump which is given as input. And the third one is AWS. AWS is the cloud computing platform, uh, where I have used two services of AWS. First one is S3 bucket, and the second one is EC2 instance. S3 bucket is the place where the uploaded files are stored, and EC2 instance is where I analyze the memory dump which is given as input. And the fourth one is PyQt. PyQt is used to design the GUI of my application. And fifth one is machine learning. uh, I have used a machine learning model which is trained and tested to predict if it is malware or not. And finally, the sixth one is PyInstaller. PyInstaller is a tool which is used to convert my Python code into an executable file and distribute it. This is the actual flow of my project. That is, when user gives an input, it might be sample or memory dump. Sample in the sense file. When user gives sample as input, it is executed in an EC2 instance, and I have used FTK imager to capture memory image of of that sample, and then finally memory dump is given to another EC2 instance, um, where I apply volatility tool to extract features, and then these features are stored in a data frame, and then it is given to model, and that model is already trained and tested with random forest, and finally it is predicted as malware or benign. But I need to make it to predict it as fileless malware or file based malware or benign. So the reason behind choosing random forest as my classifier is I have worked on different classifiers: random forest, decision tree, GB, XGB, logistic regression, SVM, KNN, but I have used MAE as metric to compare the classifiers. Um, The classifier with least MAE is considered as the best classifier. So here I got random forest and decision tree with least values. So I have chosen random forest out of these two because random forest is the combination of different decision trees. It takes majority or average of different decision trees output. So it would be more accurate to use random forest. This is why I have chosen random forest. And the final output is a desktop application which can predict fileless malware. Let me show you my GUI. I just need to run this code. This is my final GUI. It consists of three buttons: upload file, analyze, and result. Upload file, when I click on upload file, uh, it gives an option to select a file to upload. And when it is uploaded, it gives a message that your file is uploaded successfully. And when we click on analyze button, it starts analyzing. I'll be showing you how it analyzes. And then finally, when we click on result, it will be displaying if it is malware or benign. When I click on upload file, actually it takes time to upload. So let me upload a small file. Let me upload this file. Then it shows file is uploaded successfully. And let me show you how it analyzes. For that, we need to go to EC2 instance. We need to connect to EC2 instance. This EC2 instance consists of volatility tool. So here is the volatility tool. Here in this volatility tool, here is the cridex.vmm, which is the memory dump of a malware sample. So I'm going to run this and show you output that if it is detects as malware or benign. For that, we just need to run a command. We need to run the batch file. Here is batch2.sh. When we run it, it takes time to process. Finally, the output of this bash script will be stored into a text file, which consists of different numbers. And these numbers are converted into an array using a Python code. And here is the array. So let us give this array to input for my model. Here is my model. Here in the beginning, I have given an array of a benign sample. So it has predicted as benign. So now let me give input of my cridex.vmm, and when I run it, it has shown as malware. This is how my model works, and there are few limitations of my application. That is, if we give a memory dump which is more than 2 GB, it can't work on it. And another limitation is it can't work with OS other than Windows. So I'm working on to overcome these two limitations. This is all about my project, and let me show you how I prepare schedule every week. The beginning of every week, I'll be preparing a schedule. It has been 6 weeks working on this project, and this is the seventh week. So I need to work on automating the whole process. This is all about my project. This is my team schedulers data defenders, and thank you.